Pokeventure, Mirror and the Witch here, and today I bring you another speed paint, but with a little twist. This time we have a special guest with us today.
I'm special and a guest.
So we have here Amble here to interview whilst we have the Lamble speed paint going on in the background.
I just watched something amazing. I saw mini Rowan's face here transform and change for that intro. It was quite an experience to be had. I'm glad I got to witness that for the first time. I've heard it many times, but seeing it is something very different. It's much better.
So, Amble, tell us a bit about yourself. What content do you create?
I make videos.
What type of videos? what?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? Sometimes it's Minecraft, sometimes it's music, but now it's interviewing for some reason. So maybe next month I'll fully transition to OnlyFans. Who knows?
And why? And how did you start your content creation journey?
There's three phases. Phase 1 was the casual experimentation phase of where I learnt how to edit, which is like the first 5 years of my channel, I'd say, making like YouTube poops and MLG parodies. And then you have phase 2, which is like the music era, when I wanted to make more musical things, which lasted like a year or two. And then you have the phase which we're in now, which is the sometimes musical and experimentative consistent content creation, where I'm trying to upload videos that are entertaining but also challenging to make in terms of like development of self, because I don't want to just be making the same crud every week. Because I can only do so many, like, here's me sitting in front of a computer reacting to this thing, and yeah, I could take something away from that, but I'm always attracted to the videos that I watch online of people pushing themselves and going to places or doing things or talking about ideas that are different, and I want to be doing that too, because I believe it'll be helpful for character development rather than just constantly talking about subscribers and how you should really enjoy this video, and but I'm just like on Reddit or something. I think there's a place for this kind of content, but it's not something that I want to be engaging with all the time in my life, because I think that drained me, basically. What was the question?
That's a good question. I was like, I think it was why and how did you start like your content creation journey?
So the content creation journey really started at the start of last year, in the academic year sense. But literally like a year ago, like a year and a couple months ago, with the 21,000 cake journey. And the reason why it's different to all the other years is because that's when I knew I wanted to just kind of keep making content. And so this was like a live streamed archived event where I tried to make 21,000 cakes in survival Minecraft, and from that it propelled me to keep pushing onwards and forwards with the streaming and videos to where I am now, which is just going to real life events and pestering people for a bit. But that's a recent development, but I think most things in my life are recent developments. So I joke like next month will be OnlyFans, but who knows? It seems to be possible. If it's going to be fruitful, then maybe I will. But no one's here to convince me that it is, so I think it's unlikely.
How has like your content creation journey shaped you?
What do you mean by shaped me?
How have you developed as a person through your journey, like in content creation? Have anything changed during this journey?
So the things that are obvious that has changed is what I do in my routine. Like before I wasn't sitting in front of a screen editing videos, but now I am, and I have been. I do that a lot. So that there's a clear change there. But probably more interested in like the changes of character and who I am as a person. And those changes are most evident in the term performance and performing, because when you make a YouTube video, you are aware of how you sound and what you are saying, And when we're like trying to be aware of these things and entertain people, this is like an act, entertainment, performances. Though I was already beginning to become more aware of performing and performances as a singer or musician, the online content has made me view it in a timeless frame where we can take things that has happened and rearrange them in a new timeline at any other point, which is amazing and fascinating. And you can do so much with so little if you chose to, and people have, and it can be very exciting. In terms of my character, I suppose it's more like an enhancing of my character, because it was very natural for me to get into making content, because previously, as someone, I'm now talking about myself, I am adventurous and seeking always, and I find that in my experience, making content is an excuse to research and delve into topics with a drive, an end goal. So an easier example would be a video I made on a content creator called Afmouth, and it was almost like being a historian, where I had to piece together this timeline and explain it again. And so why this is attractive to someone who wants to learn more is because it means that I have to understand the topic, Afmouth, and then write it down, and then and talk about it, and visually assist it. So it's kind of like an online lecture, but it has to be better than an online lecture typically is, because there's a lot more going on. You have to try and captivate a much wider audience. So I want to be a successful content creator, so therefore I need to captivate a wider audience. And that comes with different challenges, and there's other positives, negatives for that, for reasons that I won't go into to answer this question. And I've lost my tangent. But yeah, so I find that making videos is a very informative experience for myself. And if you know anything about me, one of my fundamental principles is to always kind of look and delve into topics that I don't know much about. And so the recent change of like just going out and interviewing events and people is a very natural one again, because it's literally doing the next step, the next thing. And that's my answer.
Well, where can the viewer actually find you, like online?
So the viewer can find my content at linktr.ee/official Amble, and that'll take you to a hub of links to all my social media platforms. But if you want to be specific, I'm most active on my YouTube channel and maybe Twitch, and definitely my Discord. But all these links are in the link tree.
And why the name Amble?
So back about 5 years ago, I used to be called Master Lol, and I hated it because I thought it was kind of cringy, like, oh, Master Lol. At the time when I was 13, when I made the username, I was actually obsessed with the phrase lol, and I said it all the time to everyone. It was like lol, like that. There's actually a recording of me as a 13-year-old I have of me just saying lol. That's how much I loved it. And so when I was like 5 years ago, so like 18, 17, I wanted a different name. I didn't like that name. I thought it didn't represent me very well, and I saw in the future that it's just silly. And I then was on a little mini quest to find a new name, a new way to identify myself, because I believe our names kind of identify us. They definitely identify us. It's like, oh, who are you? Boom, that's your part of your identity. So at the very least, it's part of my identity. So I knew that I wanted to find a word that I resonated with, that no one else also was trying to use. And so I remember looking at colors for a bit, like variations of the color purple, like different ways you could describe purple, and then grass, some like nature ideas, and eventually I've stumbled upon, like, I like walking and listening to things, or just kind of taking in my environment, just going on walks. And that's when I found the word amble, which just means to like casually walk, like slowly stroll. It's a very intentional, slow pace kind of walk. And to me, it's like, yeah, I resonate with that, because sometimes I like to just take in my surroundings around me and really get lost in my environment.
And why should the viewer check out your channel?
The viewer should check out my channel if they are curious.
And what should we expect from you in the future?
To keep existing.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I would like to add 1 + 1, which equals 2.
Nice. Well, thanks, Amble, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And to the viewer, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And if you'd like to see more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button to join the Pokeventure family. And if there's anyone else you'd like to see more like fan arts of and to be interviewed, do feel free to pop it in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and have a nice day.
Bye. Outside.